Are you ready to venture back into the deep? Unveil that in which a life you hadn't lived, for strife doesn't come without cost. Remember not to be blithe, for this moment may be real. May it be your mind, may it be your soul, may it be your body in full. No matter the vessel, you must still accept responsibility for what you owe, for what you are, for what you've done. Remember not what you did. Remember not in which was the cost. Remember the outcome. Remember your thoughts. The way they swirl in your mind. It is all with reason. But reason is an explanation, not an excuse. The feeling which drags you down from inside, may it be grief, may it be guilt, may it even be the result of what a mind that's too powerful for its own cage. It is but a feeling. Feelings pass, feelings grow, and feelings develop. You may not forget, but you may heal. What you remember, what happened, and what is perceived may not tell the new story. But the story never ends, as long as you breathe. So take a step back, and have a stab again at life. Retell the story if need be, edit, revise, but do not be absolved in your code. Do not be lost to your memory, and do not dissolve in expectation. Enjoy closure, my static cats. We will open our scene back into our cottage. You know, Drifter. Just where you stopped, do you remember the last thing that happened? Yes, in this thick sort of blackened font, we see in which lies hide and seek. The last thing that ended up happening was this hourglass breaking as you and the Oni had exited your room in order to reconvene with the likes of Callan. It seems like the liquid is still dragging its way down the wall. So, fresh.
His shoulder somewhat callously with a maybe mildly annoyed stare. What? You need help over there or something?
Come here. Come here.
Just when the fire's starting to get warm, too. He grumbled to himself. turning away from the warm fire and that slight breeze that was coming in. Starting to shift back. Of course, his right leg hardly moved on account of the prosthetic whenever he went for the step. That heavy right thud over and over as he approached him. Maybe echoing a little bit in the... Well, anyway.
This is... Look at this.
Uh-huh. It's the same liquid that I found in this room before.
It's still dripping down.
It is. Sort of in a slew, almost like a honey.
Did you do this?
The what? All I did in that room was take me a nice little seat and found this trinket. What, you're not jealous, are you?
No, but
I'm messing with you, lad, of course. No,
did you write this?
Right, what?
Hide and seek? Did you?
Why would I write that? Say, where's your friend gone anyway?
Where did the Oni go?
Where did the Oni go?
So which of you knocked over the hourglass?
I broke it.
Well, fine job there. You think he might have found a way outside, maybe one of the other rooms?
Maybe. But
He leaned in to look
I
at the
don't.
room somewhat, putting his right hand on the door frame and checking the corners. Likely nothing changed.
You are looking into the armory?
Mm-hmm.
You would be correct. Nothing had changed in this room since the glass from the hourglass and the sand spread across the floor. That's the main thing that's changed since you left.
I would like to ask, is my finger still in pain?
A little
Am
bit.
I conscious to myself around me?
You are.
We need to find the Oni.
As he spoke, looking around in the dark room, maybe the vestiges of light from his lantern flickering, he scratched at his beard uncomfortably again. I'd like to roll sharpness.
Sharpness?
Wait. Well, that's not right, is it?
That hasn't been a stat in my systems in years. Oh.
Kellen shook his head at the thought of it. Just closing the door again. Ah, well. Surely we'll find him as long as we keep going.
In the main room, you find yourself now acquainted with very few rooms to enter, only being the places in which the Oni hadn't described, in which they had entered, and the bathroom. Or you could retrace your steps, of course.
Let's look around.
You sure? This place has given me the creeps. Maybe our friend, he just wandered off. Something like that.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't think he would be the one to leave without saying anything.
Well, all right. By your lead, what was your name again?
Luke.
Luke. By your lead, Luke.
Luke would begin looking around. He would. Where was the last time you saw him? He left the room, right?
He left the room with you?
But then disappeared.
Correct.
Hmm.
Luke would begin. He would go to the main area where they first walked in. He would look there first.
In the main area?
No fucking way!
In the
Oh,
main
sorry,
area?
I just looked at dice rolls, dude.
In the main area?
Dude, yeah, main area first.
So, yeah, the main area in which the burn pit runs all the way up in the middle of the room. You notice that the room is sort of a little bit more dead, if you would. The wooden supports being almost a little bit more rotten. You can see knurls inside of the wood. You can see as the air is a little bit more stagnant, it's a little bit harder to breathe, as if the pressure in the room had raised. You can see the door all the way down at the end of the hall, sort of swinging lightly as it's broken inward.
You don't suppose they have anything to drink around here, do you? Well, aside from the sludge.
Probably not.
Oh, well.
Around, can I roll instincts? I want to know what I'm feeling right now in this moment. Can I roll that?
You may.
That's an 103, guys. We're starting off strong today.
Oh boy, we're starting off the session strong, aren't we?
Big man rolling.
Oh no, dude.
I'm pulling up my first piece of literature. Okay.
What? Hey, this is what we're starting off strong, I guess. Guess we can't hide things from Luke, I guess. I don't know. Holy shit.
You know, no, that's not the right name. Luke? No, that just doesn't fit like it used to, does it? Theodore. Upon feeling this nearby area, upon finding yourself back in the cottage, you slowly feel your chest raise and lower, the slow beat of your heart matching your steps as you jiggle the doorknob to your door. You enter to this sort of bright space, papers stacked on your desk high. You hang up your coat on the rack and place your glasses down upon your chair. Sitting down at your desk, you feel two cold, thin hands on your shoulders. You've seen these hands before. They sort of have a black, matted fur, but long, white fingernails. As it begins to speak to you. Do not let the ember you lit become another grave in your chest. You began because something in you ached for more. More than the silence, more than the shadows. That hunger was holy. That spark was yours. Now you stand trembling, convinced the climb was a mistake. Listen closely. The mountain only grows cruel when the summit is close. Despair sharpens its claws at the very edge of victory, for it knows the taste of victory will complete its silence. If you abandon this now, it will not vanish. Unfinished things are parasites. They cling, they whisper, and they haunt. They will sit in the marrow of your days, gnawing on what you might have been. But if you press on, bloody, staggering, even crawling, you will bury the ghost. Completion is a kind of exorcism. It is a closing of a wound, the sealing of a tomb, the proof that the fire you carried was never in vain. Finish what you started, not because you owe the world, not because you fear regret. Finish because the beginning was already your promise. And to end it is to keep faith with yourself. And when it is done, the silence will not mock you. It will bow. In this next sort of moment, Theodore, you find yourself conflicted, confused, looking into the mirror on your desk. As you look up, you would see a face of a grizzled man standing in front of you. You find yourself in the middle corridor of your Carrion's cottage again.
Where do I find myself?
You find yourself in the middle of the Carrion's cottage, where the burn pit resides, standing just beside someone you can't remember the name of. He looks a little tall for his height, especially considering your own height. You thought you were taller than most people. Callan, to you it looks like Luke had just zoned out for the past 2 minutes.
Hey. You said you wanted me to follow you, right? Yo, hello.
What? What? What?
Luke.
Ugh.
You alright, lad?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jesus, don't scream at me like that.
From Luke. Frustration on his
Lord.
face. What?
Are you alright, lad? If you're not, I can take head here, but you're just
should I
spaced
roll
out.
pose? May I roll pose?
Poise, yes.
Poise. I apologize.
Though, I'm not sure if it'd be called pose. Maybe lucidity? Daunt?
Holy shit.
Jesus.
What are these rolls? Look, Luke would be calm. He would regain himself, his composure in a sense. I just imagine.
You're not good. Come on,
No.
get behind me, stay close, alright?
Yeah. All right.
If you feel like you're spacing out, I'll give you a real hard slap. It usually does her well. Callan would walk in front of him. That inward bent door. He began lurching his way over to it. Again, that posture on the right side, slightly more stiff and lopsided even.
Link would continue muttering. His phrase, ears get to the still walking behind Callan at this point in time, and would just continue to do so.
So
As the shadows grew longer, as they went further down this hallway, approaching that slightly inward swinging door. What's going on?
are you intending to leave?
Well, no sign of him around here. No. We'll find him near the, Paused for a moment. I don't think we'll find him outside. We'll find him near the porch. Lord, my head's hardened.
Weird.
I think that ocean got me all mixed up. Never good around boats, not after, all that.
You shouldn't have just... You should have known where he went. Like he disappeared. It's weird.
I'll give it one last look. How about you, you'll sit down for a second here. Still looking kind of dazed.
No,
Apples.
I'll keep following.
I'd like to roll and see around what there is to be seen.
Go ahead and roll me a... sorry, forgive me. Go ahead and roll me deduction.
As he looked around, his eyes sort of flashed for a moment, maybe. Probably just a trick of the lamp.
This is you looking out on the porch, correct?
He'll be glancing around the walls, trying to see if there's any sort of trace of leaning. After all, that man had an injury. But after that, looking at the porch, specifically those shifted around papers, it's always a good sign of where someone had went.
Looking around the walls of the establishment in which you reside within, it would be uncanny, almost. It seemed like the walls stretched up further the longer you looked. Looking left and right, they sort of stretched. Quite literally, it looked like the wood was getting longer the more you looked at it, that sort of visual distortion. Eventually, your eyes found their way to the rafters in which more of that viscous black was found. Along with something very interesting to your eye. A piece of short, thin, white and red cloth.
I've got to lay off the drink. Oof. We should get out of here. I don't think there's going to be anything left for us here.
Welcome back, you know.
We should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
Doubtless that he's anywhere nearby. I think that it'd be good if we just went. Lord, I've got to lay off the drink. Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. Let's get going. Even I'm starting to feel antsy around here.
Yeah. Luke will continue following Callan.
Is he directly behind him?
He is directly somewhat close to you at this point.
Left or right?
How'd you turn?
Well, he's been turning to his right.
I think he's following me from the left side.
Hey, no. On my good side. Right, come on. Should know this by now. We've been... He stopped for a moment.
Confused.
Just... waiting.
What?
Oh, I said on my right side here.
But it felt familiar, weirdly, to Luke. Like he knew Callan more. A frustrated look on Luke's face as he follows this, going to your right side, but
gotta keep an eye on you, you know.
He would clench his hands.
Callan,
Get frustrated,
you
angry.
would feel this, and Luke, you would notice this. As you move to his quote-unquote good side, you see his back muscles almost start to twitch and flare up a little bit as you move over. Just a stretch.
His thumb had been caressing his index finger for a while now, but as he continued on, it was like he was twisting it or trying to twist at something. Anyways. As he continues toward the exit, still looking for signs of their friend who would come in.
Continuing your way to the exit, you feel this sort of draw. Not drawing you away or closer or in any particular direction. No, you find yourself drawn to whatever it is you were doing. What were you doing? Right, you just had to make it out for another however many hours. That's what you were doing.
Right. I don't know how long we've been in here. We should assess the sky from above.
Finished my book.
Hey, trying to talk here. Listen.
What?
I've got a rendezvous on the shore with something. What? It's only Right. We've got to get to the shore soon here. We need to get outside and assess the situation.
Oh, right, Callan, you
We have a
remember
meeting
now.
there.
You were gonna meet Loki, weren't you?
No. It couldn't have been Loki, was it? No, it was...
Luke in this moment would begin scratching his tattoo.
As if for,
Name.
sort of comfort. He slipped his hand, to the other side of his leg, rubbing on it for a moment before slipping his right hand onto his belt loop, right above where his, wasn't there. Think I might have left the gun on the ship. We should probably get back there soon. Don't want to be caught out here without it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Absent-mindedly,
he would
checked
phase
the
out.
interior lining of his jacket. Oh, well, at least the gut knife was still there. He just continues stepping along, though he had halted for a moment and was notably walking slow. He definitely had more of a lean to that right side than before. Not the kind of which was stiff before, but a more loose one. Turned down. That right hand still staying on his belt loop.
Who are you? Luke would say, behind you.
What, you suddenly forgot or something? Come on, it's me. Let's keep going.
Who are you?
Oh, Lord. He pivoted on his right leg to turn back at the man for a moment. Listen, we don't have much time left. I don't know how much time I have left. We need to get going now, is that right?
Who are you?
As he... Apples.
Yeah.
So great. So great.
As I look down at this guy... And he doesn't normally talk that much, does he? No, it's more of a comforting quiet. What am I looking at here?
When you look down, you kind of see this figure. Maybe he lost a few pounds or got a weird haircut. He's familiar, but oh, he's missing his glasses and maybe he's not standing up straight.
Oh,
Pale.
you lost your glasses. You lost your glasses, right?
What is your
We can
name?
find another pair for you later, but we gotta get moving now.
What is your name? And again, he was still scratching something. Scratching something on his arm. Looking at you.
I don't have time for your games. We're getting moving now. Whether you want to come with me or not, I need to rendezvous with the rest of the crew.
What is your
As
name?
he'd turn and keep walking. Almost ignorant of that fact, and a headache going on, a whispering even. Something is just clawing at the back of his mind in a blinding kind of way. His left eye sort of shifted downward, the eyelid at least, into a more resting position. God. He had to shave. Let's just keep going to the exit.
Assuming you kept walking, correct? You kept walking, correct?
Crackling
Did you-
of the fire. Yes.
Okay, you kept walking? Okay.
He's kept-
I just
he's
need to
keeping
make
on.
that sure. At this point, Luke would stop before just staring. A mix of anger and unfamiliarity in him. But again, he'll remember what the person on the shore said. Wouldn't let this happen. It's not deserving of that. once a couple feet of separation, he would follow in a more observant portion as I went to use Siege Lens on Callan at this point in time. Can I do that?
You may. Roll your...
All right, guys, are we ready
Stat.
for a bad roll, guys?
No shot.
My stat.
Your stat.
Oh my god! Dude, this is...
Are you a gambler?
Throws a fucking roulette table at you.
Are you... Alright.
As you would look over to your compatriot, the one you don't yet know the name of, you would notice the twitching in his back being this sort of like uncomfortability, the way he would limp lightly on his right leg. The way it was sort of...
Leg.
What?
Putting all his weight on his right now, yeah.
It was peculiar. You couldn't tell if it was from an injury, if it was from a habit, or... It was interesting.
There was a buzzing in there. That fire. That crackling. And the dancing figures, the shadows that moved calmly. You'd just been on the boat. So where was... Just had to get out of here. That's all that mattered.
He would walk
He kept walking,
the unknown. Yeah.
making a steady go for the exit. Thing on the roof, though, what was that? Piece of cloth?
So you follow him, watching him. This unknown individual. He had some familiarity with a weird combination of unfamiliarity and familiarity.
Deja vu,
Like-
even.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe a deja vu. Seen this person before.
Or, if I may, perhaps it's a person you hadn't yet met in a life you hadn't lived?
Yeah. Would walk and follow.
Callan, as you would exit through the doorway, the creaking door on your right, you step onto this balcony as the first step you would take. The wood would crunch beneath your foot, and you would slightly trip forward, the wood breaking almost immediately as instinctively you step back into the cabin.
Oh. You know, for having someone in my head, it's really not that... What? Way out's bad. As he glances for a moment back at it, what's it like out there?
The fog is intense. It actually reminds you of a night you had with the guy behind you and a few other of your crew. This night in which you met another orc, This night in which you were promised a big reward for a hunt in the forest. It was thick. The fog was harsh. The trees looked almost dead, and as you would look out, the one difference from that night you could tell is the thick slosh of mud.
There's something in that fog, though. Something warm, different orange, maybe. Like fire. The fire burning away at it. Something in his head. As... Let's see.
Are you alright? Good to hear from behind you.
A tulip. Ah. A tulip. Right. Luke, why did your voice change like that?
What?
As if
What do you mean?
in some strange sort of sudden snap. The side of that thing, that flower, just growing in a small bush aside, one of the raised sections from the mud right next to a tree. He glanced back. Your voice sounds different, yeah? What are you doing? Oh. Listen, I cracked some of the wood outside, so we may have to find a different way out, okay, lad?
Yeah.
Jeez. This place ever making you feel weird? Maybe that sludge or something. And something toxic in the air, maybe. Kind of chemical weapon. I found these papers in that desk about it, but they didn't seem to make too much sense to me. Here. He'd lift the left side of his jacket, skipping past his gut knife into a deeper section of it, pulling out a sheaf of papers and handing them off to him. Any of this make a lick of sense to you?
You would shake his head?
Pulling out the photos you found in his office?
Indeed.
My office.
Luke. You find yourself looking at the picture of the autopsy of one of your very own party mates from the quest in which you tried to go find that spider.
Clench his fist even more. He recognized it. He shouldn't have. He doesn't. He shouldn't. At this point in time, but he does. Frustration.
Well, anything?
Yeah. I do.
Well, anything that can lead us back to our friend Leone. Or, maybe this
It's not
venom
only in
that
that
you're
picture,
talking
right?
about.
I'm just curious. These are other people, right, in this photo?
Yes, there are other people. This is just one of the many autopsy reports.
And there's no I'm assuming there's some, just making sure.
One more time, your mark is
There's-
a little garbled at the moment.
Is mine? Is Leone in there?
Leone is not.
Leone? Alright. No.
Right.
Won't help us. We... Where haven't we been? Where haven't we been at, though? We haven't been near the rooms yet again.
So there was 2 untouched rooms, and then the bathroom.
Right, well, to be frank with you, I think I'm starting to feel a little bit of that whiskey that I was drinking earlier. Way out there looks kind of cooked anyway. Maybe we could check the other rooms, see if they had any porch or back entrance, something like that, to get us out of here.
Yeah. I
You
agree.
steady, Luke. You got that crazed look in your eye again, son.
Oh, I'll be fine. As he would turn, and this time he would lead.
Where are you going?
I want to go to the other 2 rooms. Has anything changed? Doors opened? Anything different as I continue walking?
One thing that would be different is that the sign in which said hide and seek now had much smaller, similar writing all around it, being like, where's your hiding place? Where are you going to hide? Where am I going to find you? Arrows pointing towards the original text that was in large. And lastly, you would see numbers. 10, 9, 8, 7. They would appear as you're looking at them.
As Callan goes onward to take a shit.
Luke would stare up a point at the door before, with his other hands, slowly going over to his knife. No, wait, his bigger knife. It wasn't there. Yeah, that Booker shattered it and someone got used to it. It wasn't. He would shake his head before looking at it, pointing. Does Callan see? Does Callan look at that direction? I'm just curious.
Is Callan going to go take a shit?
I'm at the door.
Well, if
right?
Luke's acting a fool in front of him, he'd probably stop, yeah.
Look at this retard pointing at something. Well,
Callan looks at where he's pointing.
hits what? Bing!
6, 5, 4. What?
Oh no, bro.
Oh, that's not fucking creepy at all. You're gonna look at the other rooms. Luke. Callan looked down at him.
I looked at it, right? I'm just curious. You looked at the writing or whatever on the door that he's pointing at?
Yeah. He read down to 4.
Was the music stopping a coincidence? I'm just curious.
The fact that he's so dead silent, I think we need to figure this out for ourselves.
3.
Listen, I'm gonna go to the John. Just look at the other spots, okay? We could figure out that creepy ass writing later.
2.
Just meet back here up in a few, okay?
All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I will.
Colin goes to take a shit.
We'll move to split perspectives. Who wants it first?
Spooky dookie.
Who wants it first?
Huh?
Do
Was
we?
that first?
Do you want to hear Colin's?
No, I want
spooky
him
bird?
to take a shit first. That I think.
Okay,
Better
okay.
him closing
Yeah,
the door.
Colin's taking a shit first. Sure.
Okay.
We're in a shitty situation, guys. We're in a shitty situation.
Colin's about to be in one as the big man lumbers over to the John.
Please.
Sorry.
Please take a shit.
No.
No, go on.
Do you want me to narrate it?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm cool to narrate. As Callan walks over to the
Shut the
bathroom.
fuck up, please.
Give me a little green.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill you.
That's for Breeze, isn't it?
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
no,
I'm taking,
on some-
I'm taking a 4-minute break. I'm taking a 4-minute break.
Okay.
Oh
Dude,
my
let's
God.
go. We broke the DM, guys. Woo!
Let's go, guys. Callan's canonical turds broke Apollion's.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Imagine us hiding, bro. No. You need some more. It's for 5
Anyway.
minutes.
Elite tier hiding spot. Callan's just taking a shit.
As smooth as the shit.
It's just so funny, dude. That's just so funny. Oh
Dropping
my
a
God.
log in the log cabin.
Bro, it's like Zombieland, dude. Do you remember Zombieland?
I hope you guys know.
Don't get caught with your
Oh.
pants down.
What's up, Calvin
One moment.
boy?
I hope you guys know this is still on recording. I can't fucking pause the recording.
I know it's.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that like it was.
I think that's funny.
Yo,
as
what's
fuck.
up, Fitz? What's up, Fitz Wheezy? I've been good.
Yeah, what's up?
Or Fitzkeezy.
I should said consequence. You know, what does Jurassic Park? What has Jurassic Park ever told us, guys?
Don't go in the pooper during the
When
horror
there's-
scene.
Yes, when there's bad vibes, we don't shit.
You know what? I feel like it would be very, very good for setting. Because also, I
kinda
bet there's
mad.
probably a dead body in the fucking
I'm kind of mad.
in the bathtub.
Because I think there's like 1/4 at the start that because I had to get up for a moment and talk with somebody, and I came back and fuck, but like it cooked, so I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to like.
I'm just waiting for shit to start get kicking. Hey, speaking of
you're
which,
good, you're good.
Apollion's is back.
Yeah, if you're good, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready. Let's get going.
Okay. Calvin, as your hand places against this wooden door, you feel it creak open heavily, this thing taking your entire weight to push open, as you can feel the
Ah,
wood
damn.
scraped against wood, against the floorboards. As when you peer inside, for the most part it's a normal bathroom. On your left you see a row of these barrels with water inside of them, along with mirrors. And on your right you see a couple of wooden stalls, question mark? Doors are spread across the floor, and directly on your right is a single wooden hole, almost like a porta potty, as when you would look just out of the corner of your eye on the farthest sink on your left, you would see this grotesque sight. This man in a black turtleneck, sort of short black hair, lurched over one of these barrels, one of these sinks, as you see him violently vomiting up this black, viscid fluid you'd been seeing for these past few minutes. The sides of his mouth are drawn all the way up, as you can see a clear stream of red coming out of his nose. From his lips, you can see it cuts sort of up his cheeks, and then a couple of cuts across his face, his forehead, just beneath his eyes. His jet black eyes with nothing but 2 golden rings inside of them. You remember this guy. You know his name. What was it? Kalani. As when you enter with
Not
the door,
personally, but
as you enter with the door scraping and the door sounding, its head swerves up and to the left and meets eyes with you.
hey, you're doing all right there, lad. Callan says somewhat cautiously, a hand slipping into his long trencher, gripping one of the makeshift stakes he'd crafted last session.
I'm tired.
Your name is, Kalani? I think. Right?
Yes.
He slowly slips it out of where he'd been hiding it on the back of his belt, still keeping his left hand behind him. Right, well, listen, I don't know if you're with the rest of the ships, but, you don't look too good there, lad.
As you would mention this once more, you would bend over lurching, and the barrel would begin to slightly overfill as he vomited inside of it. This black viscous seeping just in little strands over the sides. No, I'm not. I thought the ships had all left already. I thought I was left for dead.
Their ships just got here.
Are you travelers?
I've been around.
To the worst place you could have.
Hey, so that amulet.
Yeah.
Callan raises his hand out to him for a moment, putting his middle finger up. Not like that. His palm is facing outward. But that middle finger is definitely up there. His right eye is sort of slightly closing for a moment, trying to gauge the distance between the two, as his right hand lifted up a little bit higher behind his back. He made the casual thing as if he were just scratching it, of course. Though it wasn't very convincing, and he stopped rather quickly.
The distance between you two was maybe 15 feet at best. It was a smaller restroom.
And why is this the worst place, lad?
The demons have come to carry us home, you could say.
My homemade hair. Sorry. As slipping away from his back, he lets his hand slide down that sliver of steak visible. Its metal endings of the chair are slightly glimmering.
Do you remember who you are? You know my name. Is it not only fair that I know yours? At least I'll remember you.
I don't think we've met.
Not personally. Introduce yourself.
We could get you help on the ship.
You would see his two hands leave the barrel, dropping to his sides as Kalani, had tried to begin to stand up straight. I don't think you understand. I don't know you, but I recognize you. You're one of Loki's, aren't you?
I'm my own man, thank you. Just a veteran trying to get by. I went in here to use the bathroom, but clearly it's being occupied. If it's alright with you, I think I'll leave you to it.
No.
You know a way out of here?
His right hand would slightly raise. Please. I'll trade places with you. I don't want to be stuck here anymore. You can use it.
That's quite alright. I don't think I have to go anymore. Now, if you wouldn't mind telling us a way out of here, it'd be much appreciated.
Straight to the point, are we? Why can't you just be a little more friendly?
You're a creepy son of a bitch who's hiding in the back room of a bathroom, bleeding vomit or whatever the black hell that is, all over the place. You don't seem like the most friendly person, so I'm not being friendly to you, lad. Now, how the hell do I get out of here? He brandished the stake somewhat more confidently, his eyes narrowing at him. As he shifted his bad foot backward for a moment, as if to walk back through the door of whence he had just came.
Why don't you ask Theodore? Or, better yet, ask Theodore how nice of a person I really can be. You would see the sort of grime built up on his lips, the ones that he'd been speaking to you with, as they seemed to be almost in this mock smile, but you can't really tell past the thick, deep color. I can help you, if you indulge me just a little.
And what indulgence might someone like you need?
making hand motions in the air. Alongside them, Kalani would speak.
Your introduction. You knew I was Kalani. It's only fair.
Don't know why you all care so much about my name, especially you. So what was that in the rafters anyways, that white and red cloth?
Oh. So you're the hiders, are you? I'm not supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be a seeker. How unfortunate, really. I have to put you through this.
I'm going to use my improvised weapon to absolutely use it as the improvised weapon as per my thing. To absolutely thunder cunt this spike straight into this creepy motherfucker's face.
I'm not even gonna ask you to roll. Drifter, no. Callan, no. Whatever name you associate yourself with right now. In this swift motion, you see the grin on the man grow as you would move fast as lightning, that slight limp in your leg not mattering as you lurch forward. What would end up happening is you would drive this stake clean through the nose of the individual. You feel bone crack as it goes cleanly through. This sort of black viscous liquid spreading up your arm, flicking some onto your face as the stake goes clean through the back of the skull of the man.
Seeker my ass. As he lifts his left leg to immediately lurch him off of him. As to kick the corpse to the ground confidently. After all, it went straight through his brain.
As you would move to do so, a hand would wrap on your shoulder. Your chin would be moved to the left. And you'd be forced to face the black liquid barrel. Your knee coming up just in time as you see the body sort of push forward into the wall and go limp, but your eyes lock onto this black liquid as Drifter.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself in this reflection, staring down at the sand, a couple beer bottles next to you. It was one of the more fun days you can recall. It was beautiful, really. That orange sunset, the light breeze of wind, not too cold, not too hot. The ocean was ice cold. You'd just gotten done with the festival of the ocean. The festival in which these people had seemed to celebrate every year. You remember dancing. You remember that sort of cordial feeling. And most of all, you remember being close to blackout, fucking drunk on a beer tab. You feel this cold fur place on your right shoulder. Long white fingernails as it began to speak to you. You've been forsaken. How tragic. How ordinary. Do not flinch at my words, little spark. I do not diminish your suffering. I simply recognize for what it is. A wound, yes, a deep one. But you are mistaken if you think it will fester forever. Wounds heal. skin knits itself anew. And if it does not, well, then we learn to wear our scars like gold-threaded constellations, don't we? Tell me, what would you do if it were your flesh that had betrayed you? If your own body turned against you, weakened, gave out? Would you curse your hands for trembling, your legs for failing to hold you? No, you would adapt. You would rest. You would learn new ways to move, to be. Then why do you weep as if this is different? They have betrayed you, yes. But what is betrayal, if not proof that you gave them something worth betraying? You did not fail, little Ember. They did. They abandoned something luminous, something rare. And here is the part they do not yet understand. You will not stay dim for long, so let them go. Let them stumble through their world without your light to guide them. You, meanwhile, will smolder. You will burn. You will turn this grief into kindling. And one day, oh, one day, my dear, you will set the sky on fire. And when they look up, they will see what they lost. But by then, you will not even be looking down. You will be moving onward.
All that time in my head, Maya, as Edwin turns up this scenic view of the beach, it was wrong. Something so very wrong. No, that angel, he never understood. May have called him an ember, a soldier. No. Those you think abandoned me? No. You think I curse my hands. You think I go onward. You think I forsake it all and adapt. No. It is not that bitter feeling of anger, hatred, anything like that that would ever drive me, Archangel. No. I love. And that feeling, that lonesome feeling within me, is the only thing that will drive me onward. That is why I am not your soldier. I am not your single guiding light. I am my own man, and my sea will swallow your sky whole. Mael, you are not some guiding sun for me. You are a blistering worm. You are nothing compared to Alva, to Candor, to Faith, to Akira, Kismet, or any other of the ones of whom I love who you drive away. You are nothing except a burden on my hand, and I would gladly cast it off tenfold every finger until you were gone from me entirely. My love is the shore, and I will meet him there. Not you! Not you and your skies! No. My place is the sea, and I will be there.
Once more, you hear that sound of the stake running through the head of Kalani as you find yourself back in that bathroom, as you find yourself yelling in the mirror. When you look up, Callan, you see your eyes no longer brown, but yellow.
Kellen would, somewhat taken back, close his eyes, rubbing against them with his hand incessantly and shaking his head, opening them again.
Luke, you just heard your friend scream from the bathroom. Scream about some archangel. Scream about his love on the beach. Scream about how he is not anything but himself.
Wouldn't instantly. He had heard this. Stupid enough to rush in at this point in time. He would look around, observing the area. Let me see if
Looking
anything is different.
around
Anything.
and observing the area, you notice that the wood began to rot more and more. It was like this place had finally caught up to time, the time it was supposed to be at. Every step you took almost felt risky to take, like the floorboards were about to take out beneath you. Every little creak, every little whine of the wood.
He had to act like he was alone in this place. If someone got taken. Someone in the jungles. Just like the last exam, he actually could take these end. He had to become a scenario. Somebody screamed. Somebody just disappeared out of nowhere. At this point in time, he knew. He felt as if this was something way more. I want to hear if there's anything above. Again, I want to sense, maybe feel, maybe hear if anything is up above.
You know, Luke, Theodore, as you would look up, you would see this abnormality in space. You would see as the rafters would repeat and repeat and repeat like stories of an apartment. As on each one you saw a small red cloth, multiple bits of red cloth. You would see broken pieces of ceramic. You would see shards of a handle. You would see a big metal pole. You would see as a short droplet of blood fell onto your cheek. You're still not hidden. Prepare for hide and seek.
Would step back. What's the back? He knew. He's stupid. He shouldn't hide a spot with Calvin. Find out something urging him. Something he needed the help. Would be weak to not. But no, that's should be doing that. Sentence for him. It would probably kill him, but he would step back. He was stepping towards slowly back towards. Actually, no, in a quickened pace.
As you would take a step backwards, you would feel the wood crunch beneath your foot, breaking the floorboard as your foot would hit the wood. It would hit into the dirt just beneath it. As you trip forward, beginning to make your way, lurching, sort of dashing, sprinting, as your hand would place upon the wooden door of the bathroom.
Gonna open it. Oh, while looking around, are the hallways have windows at all? Anything
No,
that's
sir.
none at
No,
all.
sir. The only
Bad.
open light is all the way down with the broken door to enter
Wow,
the
what a
place.
poor design choice, if I right. God, let's step into the belly of the beast, shall we? She's going to open the door, not realizing what has had really unfolded.
Opening into the door, you see your friend all the way down in the bathroom. A man pinned to the wall by a wooden stake, a man you recognize, a man you used to respect, a man you were in competition with, a man who designated you your pay, who took your interview, who was your friend, who went on missions with you, who got you that promotion when you needed it. Skewered on the wall.
Cool.
You hear the sound you heard earlier. His head being run through.
Kalani?
You also see Caledwin.
It's time to roll to see what actions play out here. What he truly is at this point in time.
As you just stared into that mirror's reflection, just pausing, if nothing else. Not even silent whispering. The only move is an itching of that index finger over and over.
You know.
Yeah.
Would you, as kindly as possible, roll me sanity. For the rest of this session, I will be referring to you as Theodore Irontusk.
I'll make a proposition to that.
Proposition is being listened to.
If any point in time I get the sense or feeling of anything mentioned to our other disappeared friend, I roll a determination roll.
Proposition accepted.
Interesting parlay.
So, Theodore.
What have you done to Kalani?
What have I done? Done nothing. speaks in a small voice to himself, still staring in that mirror, not even regarding Theodore or whoever had just entered the room. Voice still ringing out in his mind like a hammering headache. A loud unresponse. A silence that just drove him.
Theodore, you hear the light dripping sound as from the stake's end you can see Kalani's black fluid, that feral fluid that he was known for. Just drip off the end onto the floor.
A thud. Begin walking towards Callan? Edwin? Caldwin?
Caillou?
Caillou? Cal?
As you walk toward him,
Is he seeing right now? Is he seeing Edwin? Does he see Edwin?
You see Edwin's yellow eyes in the mirror.
golden brass shining.
I held very much respect for you. And yet you killed someone that I looked up to. He was unbearable, yet he had done so much for me. And you have just murdered him.
I've killed no one, Theodore. No. No.
And what do I see right here?
I think... No, I didn't kill him.
Shall I knock some sense into you?
Alva. Where's... This whispering voice of Edwin, it seemed to be speaking in the mirror, but...
Are you looking at the mirror?
Callan's just looking straight ahead. His lips do not move, and yet the mirrors do. And in fact, as you speak to him more, you start to see the encroaching burn across his face, and just the inkling across his nose. Slight signs of his bad side. Burnt one. His right eye was lowered. That same milky white, slightly duller than his other one. You've known it well, but Edwin didn't seem to be... He looked at you, sure, maybe a moment or two, but he was just muttering to himself something about Alva.
How aware are you at this moment?
Callan is staring straight ahead at himself in the mirror.
Are you aware that
Hard to tell what he's thinking.
somebody is reeling a fist? Oh, fist. One out of character.
Nope.
I miss so greatly to do again. As this arm rails back like what they call a slug. Maybe you're in slow motion, maybe you're in time zone, but that would like to make a attack roll towards Edwin at this point in time.
Drifter,
An eye for an eye, as
ask-
they say.
I ask with the utmost respect. You let him not roll.
No, he's not rolling. There is no chance of him rolling. There is a heavy chance of shit happening after, though. Go ahead.
That is perfectly
Do it.
fine. How long has it been, chat? Been a while, hasn't it? To some of you who don't know. misses very much, being able to perform this iconic attack.
You guys remember the roulette scene? The next thing that ends up happening in this moment, we hear the loudest slam that we have heard in the Carrion's cottage. As what ends up happening, Theodore, you rip one of the doors off of the stalls as it slams hard into Callan's cheek. Callan, just for the moment in the mirror, you watch in slow motion as the left side of your face, that which it was reminiscent of your scar. You see your cheek fold inward, your jaw move to the right, your face begin to head rightward. As time immediately resumes at original speed, you go flying to your right, into the wall. You take the wall down with you as what ends up happening is you land with Kalani's body on top of you. That blackened fluid as the heartbeat in your ear increases. Theodore, you would see as Callan. You feel these hands, one wrapped around your upper right chest, one around your lower left. It is made out of this thick, viscous black liquid that has these strands of smoke coming off of it. As in bold text on top of it, you would end up seeing hide and seek. You've been found. You know, you had hit Callan outside. He is now sloshing around in the mud as we see this sight. Callan, your left cheek is completely bruised, instantly swollen. You can feel a trickle of blood down it as this impact wound is encased. Your jaw may even be broken. It's definitely out of place. As you have a couple of seconds to decide your action.
Still dazed, Callan cracks his jaw back, shifting it around uncomfortably. What the fuck was that about? As he stares daggers back up from where he'd just been launched out of the building.
Are you not reacting to the body on you?
Assumedly, it immediately shifted it off as he tried to get to his feet, and sort of slapping his legs off from the mud. That thing was a corpse.
You must have misunderstood me. Of course, Kalani's body was a corpse. I'm talking about the two hands grabbing your chest and stomach.
Oh!
The weight on your back. It sort of disorients your wings.
My wings?
Oh, forgive me. It feels as though it does.
Oh, no, bro.
Slowly, shut the fuck up, Eno. Slowly, sort of shifting forward, he immediately reaches for the gut knife, flicking it open and trying to slash at whatever's on his back.
You know, as you watch Callan get up, shift the body off of him, and begin to draw a knife, what is Theodore doing in this moment?
He's approaching again.
Theodore, as you walk forward, dropping from the building, you would see this sight as Callan, as your knife would go over your shoulder, attempting to stab what is on your body, you would see as it would phase through as your hand would go through it, your wrist, halfway up your forearm, it began to disappear, and its hand began to go further on your body. You feel it in a different environment. Your left arm, sorry, which hand did you use to stab it with?
Right.
Your right arm being in this now suddenly hot, stingent environment instead of the cold fog. It is taking you somewhere.
Do I see this?
You do see this. You see as most of Callan's right arm from the elbow up is just gone.
What would Theodore do in this moment? This unknown thing approaching his back. What would Theodore do? He was a carrion after all, right?
Hold up. As Theodore is considering like a dumbass of his own actions. You said this thing is taking me to another place, right? Which means I'm inside its form somehow. I'd imagine some strange sort of ghost even.
You could say that.
I'd like to roll for Venom Touch. If I can.
You may not.
Interesting. Tell me about my right index finger.
Your right index finger? Well, what you can feel on the other side is that it's in this new environment, no longer in this cold air, as your right index finger is, well, it's sort of colder at the moment, colder than the rest of your body. Almost numb.
Fuck.
I want to identify this monster if I can. That's what I was going to react with. If that's cool. See if I know what this monster is. What this thing is that's attached to him.
This thing, it is long and lanky. It's too thin to support its own body. It's peculiar in shape, no real pupils or eyes to begin with, no eyelids, no eye shapes, no eye bags. Rather just two luminescent spheres that make it the only discernible parts of its bodies. You have not seen this creature, but you've heard tales of Vale. This creature that stalks in the night and takes its prey to an unknown place. It's been known to be one of the weaker creatures, admittedly, but that implies that you have magical attacks to hit it.
Fuck. Go back inside. Fuck. At this point in time, Theodore would probably it's taking him somewhere. It's do you need help? He would say.
In a panic, Callan looked back over at him. That little sniveling piece of fucking filth that had just attacked him for what, nothing? Boy, I promise you if I find my way out of this, I'll kill you myself!
Your elbow
As he
is
stares at
gone.
fury in his eyes.
Callan looking at that short fucking worm up there, with the gall to ask him if he needs help. distracted for a moment by his rage, almost instinctively reaching into his bag for another one of the steaks.
I will be but of a moment. As he would go back inside and go to the armory again. I forgotten, baby.
As you would do so, Callan, you feel it crawl further up your elbow, begins to spread on your chest, through your stomach, as the man who had just offered to help you just left.
Piece of fucking shit. My right hand had the amulet.
Yes.
Well, seems like shit creek up a paddle without any fun stuff to do. So, considering there's not much I can do, Callan would flail around uselessly at the thing with the stake, driving it further and further.
With your free left hand, you would drive deep into the beast, which would now also be in this warmer, stagnant environment. Theodore, you would come back to this scene as you would see most of Callan's, both of his arms, beginning to spread to his chest, spread down and up.
Do I feel pain in one of my... Do I feel pain, like 3 broken fingers pain? Because
Yes.
punched with that hand. I do feel it? Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Cool. Also, cool. Weirdly enough, feeling that, but we got it later. Who knows? I grabbed that big-ass sword, right?
You would have. It'd been dragging behind you this whole time, uprooting and breaking some of the wooden tile.
He would proceed to try and hoist it up, kind of with his shoulder more so. Tried to hoist it up.
As you would try to take it over your arms, you would feel your muscles flex. You would feel your fingers sort of individually crack, your knuckles popping as you're able to get it over your shoulder, hunched over, knees bent back, forward.
It's... And you, if you have anything magic in origin, I would recommend trying to use that. It is only affected by magical...
You said my, both my hands were in there, right?
Yes, sir.
Shame. As the creature enveloped him more and more, Callan would just stare into Luke. That little fucking half-wit. Had a hunch that he thought following him would be interesting, but clearly this kid was not only fucking crazy, but a goddamned idiot too. I'm gonna kill him. As he thought those, of course, thoughts to himself with about fuck all to do, and genius boy over there telling him to use magic, Helen slipped further and further.
Theodore, what were you doing as you watched him be enveloped?
He would approach walking. This weirdly, maybe he felt.
Was he weaker? Was I thought I was strong.
But he would continue walking.
What's up?
As you would continue walking, I'm gonna need you to roll me a sanity check. As you would continue your stride, your feet planting, scraping in the mud, as it would only be longer and longer. You feel exhaustion on your back like you hadn't felt before. Your body wasn't used to this, but had done it before. You felt weaker in the moment. Your eyes got a little bit heavy. Callan, this is your last few seconds if you'd like to say some choice words to the man failing to save you.
He's getting close to me, right? You said I have a few seconds left.
Yes.
Using the last of what time he had left, Callan is going to go into a lumbering, uneven rush, aiming a drop kick straight for the guy's lower stomach.
Oh my god, I love you so much. I love you so much, dude.
Theodore, between blinks, what would end up happening is you would hear the sloshes of mud. It was almost melodic in nature, as what would end up happening is you would feel this heavy weight against your chest. Rather than a drop kick, you couldn't get your legs above your waist. No, you fell forward as you headbutt him directly in the ribs, as you feel, as Callan, you find your head submerged in mud and then submerged in black. As Luke, since my friend oh so kindly transmitted for me,
I wish I didn't roll that 9, guys. I really wish, dude. God damn it, dude.
As you, my friend oh so kindly transmitted for me at an accelerated pace, you would watch this quickly rush up your chest, up your shoulders, and down to your forearm. It would go down your legs, your hip, to your knees, as it begins to slow down now once it reaches your collarbone. You feel this
the thing,
warm
right?
sensation, this warm sort of black fluid smog.
Oh, where'd I fall?
You didn't...
Where did I...
you
Did I
fell
fall, or is this thing
backwards,
on me?
yes. You fell
Is this my-
backwards, and it's on you. No sight of Callan anymore.
As he gets up, realizing it's on him. Oh. He'll be very confused. He doesn't see Edwin at all anywhere. Having his weapon on him, he doesn't know anything to do at this point.
Ugh.
He wouldn't know what to do. Where is it on him? It's just everywhere?
It's on your chest, up your collarbone, down to your knees, over your forearms. Everywhere but your face and the tips of your limbs.
Is there any opening in there? I'm curious as there any slight moment where I could attempt to use the sword to maybe poke at part of it, maybe.
You'd be hitting yourself in the process. It's on your body like clothing.
Did you have that amulet on you by chance? Have it out, Drifter?
I do not understand how this question is relevant.
Sorry, Callan's gone.
He's just gone?
Callan, you do not see him.
Actually, no, Callan did leave him something.
A huge...
Broken rib.
Headbutt straight to the ribs. Yeah.
Broken rib.
Yeah.
Some broken ribs. Magic that.
Well,
Theodore, as you're lost more and more in thought, you would see something that Callan did not get the privilege to see due to his action. This sort of thin, fur-coated hand, this black matted fur with long white fingernails, reaching slowly like a fog to your face, as behind this hand, you would see this, how you say, canine-like skull. It was attached to a similarly fur-coated body, but it was almost out of sight. It was almost in between your vision.
I really don't have to stab myself.
Then don't.
I'm not.
Let it happen, if you must.
What is this, Theodore? Oh, I'm so unfortunate because I hate doing this. But again, I'm Theodore at this point. He wouldn't let any shit slide. As such, Luke being, or Theodore being the praised motherfucker he is, would not let this slide as... It's up to it's his face, right?
It is
His
moving
hand,
up.
right?
Yes, it is.
And it's out, right?
It is moving out, yes.
Awesome. I'm going to attempt to pick up the sword by kind of the other way, dropping it, lifting it up. He's going to have to hold the blade in some sense. Probably going to cut himself, as he's going to attempt in a motion to slice that hand or whatever the fuck that is reaching up in that base view as he's seeing it, and attempt to try to cut that thing off as it's going.
With nothing but your forearm strength, the sword would be lifted up and over your shoulder as you sort of lean forward, the only motions you can make, straining across your elbow as the sword would use its own weight to come down. As it would phase through the hand, as if it were not there. And as you had leaned forward, your eyes would be enveloped in this fog. As you felt a warm environment, sort of stagnant air, and most of all, you know, you and Callan
Hey, what's up?
both hear dice hit a table. As we're going to take a 15-minute break. It will be the
$100.
JD's 07 and the Rat, the Butcher up next.
What?
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 Oh.
Huh?
Rat?
Rat?
Oh.
Oh god. Okay. I need water.
So,
and I need to piss myself.
Mr. DM, how you feel right now?
I need water and I need to piss myself.
All right, stream.
Hold up.
Sorry for my 4 viewers. Chat, we're gonna be ending session
What is
tonight,
that?
and I'm gonna be
What did they
hosting
say?
and streaming on Saturday. Wait, Friday at the same time.
Saturday?
Mr.
well, you heard it from
Sawyer
him, folks,
Graves,
you know,
I
streaming
am
on
not
Friday.
gay. That is wrong.
He is very gay, okay?
He's gay.
I kiss this
He's
man. I kiss this
gay.
fucking
Alright,
man.
but this is where I
He's
end
gay.
stream.
Well,
I'm gonna be having an orgy with the boys after this, so